Hey there, I am back with another deck review, and today we're going to be looking at Toucan from Penguin Magic. This deck was released to relatively little fanfare on the Penguin website, and it's inspired by the art and culture of the Mayans. The Mayans are an age-old culture. They still exist today from Central America, and they're covered in rainforests. Now those rainforests have a little bit of an unofficial mascot, and that is the toucan. That's these birds that you see here on the front with their long, distinguishable hooked beaks and bright, vibrant colors. So that's the inspiration behind the deck, but let's jump into it, find out what it's all about. All right, starting with the tuck case. It's done on a regular glossy finish, smooth tuck case, no embossing or foiling, pretty much a standard tuck case like you'd find with a bicycle deck of cards. And it's done in a mixture of colors. You have this sort of bronze border and then a cinnamon or rust colored background, that sort of reddish orange. These are actually called the Cinnamon Back Edition. Not sure if there are other versions planned, but that color in the back is definitely fitting. I have the name of the deck, Toucan, in the center. Middle of the A has a little abstract pictograph of a toucan there. It's given the Spanish spelling. And then you have the X formed of 4 toucan heads with a nice, bold, bright colors. The background is covered with a whole series of pictographs, almost like you're looking at the wall of a Mayan temple. Lots of different symbols and glyphs, including a few actual Mayan glyphs over here. You have here the symbols for cloud, water, sky, sun, and mountain down the side. So very cool, beautiful front of the tuck case. Lots of details. You kind of go into those really fine symbols that are drawn all over the back. Turning to the side, just says Toucan once again. Other side, same thing. Has some ad copy for Penguin and USPCC who printed the deck on the bottom. And on the top, just says Toucan once more. Back here has a depiction of the back of the cards, which we'll look more closely at in a second. And then you get another hieroglyph on the postage stamp style seals. You have it kind of on that tan or rust color, or bronze colored background, and then the toucan there on it as well. Open it up, nothing printed on the inner flaps or the interior of the tuck case. That's the tuck. Simple, but nice design to it overall. Let's get into the cards. And here's the back design. So very similar in color and style to what we're looking at on the tuck case. Features that big crossed toucan heads in the center there. Nice little detail, really draws the eye. I love the X that it forms in the middle. And then a whole series of just tons of details with the pictographs and the hieroglyphs all the way around. Finishes out in that beige or bronze colored border. I like this back design a lot. I would say, you look at it up close and those hieroglyphs can get a little bit busy, but they're such fine lines that when you hold this back, the toucan heads sort of become the main element, so it's not really distracting. Still kind of works well as a back design. So like what was done there. All right, extra cards, you get a pair of jokers, and here they are. These are inspired by what's called the Baldzam. The Baldzam were basically the jesters of Mayan culture. They had like social commentary and entertainment all wrapped into one in their performances. So you get a pair of them, one facing left, one facing right, 2 kind of different designs, but similar feel to them overall. And then you have the red joker in one corner and then sort of a teal color in the other. I like the mixture of colors and very natural look to it, like you might see amongst the Mayans, those bright, bold feathers coming out. All right, so there's your 2 jokers. Wouldn't be a Penguin Magic deck without a couple of gaff cards, so you get a double backer and a blank facer to go with it. And then we get into the main deck. We'll start with the aces. So no one power ace, all 4 aces are impressive and beautiful. They feature a custom pip in the center of each that's a little larger than normal, and then a big, beautiful design behind it, almost like a watermark or something surrounding it, but it's done in what I don't think are metallic inks, but kind of a gold or a bronze colored ink, and it forms a whole intricate, symmetrical pattern in the background. So lots of details on it. Kind of Rorschach test. You can kind of see whatever you want to see in these. They all form a really beautiful background for these 4 pips. And then in the corners, you'll see nice, easily readable pip and index in the corner, all custom. The black cards are a little bit more of like a dark blue, and then the red cards are more of a true red. And then underneath the little tiny pip there, you'll also see a Mayan numbering system. So that single dot is a 1 in the Mayan numbering system. And you'll see that continue through with the rest of the number cards. So there's your 4 aces. Number cards also feature those same custom pips. Nice kind of a blockier look to them overall. And then you'll see the 2 in Mayan numerals on the corner as well. And then each one of the cards has kind of a gold or bronze colored little random symbol on them. They're kind of little drawings, like some of them look like abstract toucans or just like wings. There's another one that looks a little bit like a toucan and wings. So they're just kind of different as you go from one card to another. There's definitely some repetition on them. So like the 5, 6, and 7 all have these wings. And then the 8, you'll see there with the toucan heads in the corner, same on the 9 and the 10. As you go to the red cards, more of the same. I wish they kind of randomized the placement and the nature of these glyphs on the back a little bit more. They're on the same, so like the 6 on each card is going to have the wings, you'll see there. And then on each one, the 5, 6, and 7 all have the same symbol. I wish they'd made it a little bit more random feeling and not quite so repetitious, because I think they're a really cool addition to these. But we'll go through the clubs real quick. You'll see more of the same. I really like the addition of the Mayan numerals in the top. And then we go through the hearts. So those are the number cards. And then we get into the quartz, and these are all fully custom as well, and they're inspired again by the art of the Mayans. You'll see these kind of crudely drawn figures with lots of bold and varied colors throughout. Very reminiscent of the artwork you'd see like carved into the stones of one of the temples or into a stone tablet of some sort. Very sort of blocky style to them overall, but I really like the art style. And I love the vibrant backgrounds they've included. You'll see some here that are like a beach scene with palm trees in the back, or another one that has the large stepped temples going behind it as well. So kind of a different background, different color scheme as you go through each one of the cards. And they'll all depict different characters, maybe, you know, tribesmen, some cases rulers or warriors, just depicted on each one of the cards. So love the colors and just sort of the variation in these. All two-way court cards and really beautifully drawn. I like the one with the butterflies there. And then we go to the hearts. You get a warrior there on the Jack of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, and there's the King of Hearts. Another really cool one. I love how the hair bends up over the top there. So that is the court cards. Now, as far as handling, these are done on a classic stock with a magic finish. It's a nice, thin, snappy stock. They handle beautifully. USBCC decks usually handle pretty darn well. Fans are really nice, cuts very smooth. So no complaints at all about the handling. And I know USBCC can have issues with registration. I think just looking at it, eyeballing it, these look like they're pretty good, even with those nice thin borders. So nice job on the deck overall. Thoughts on the deck? I think it's a nice, functional, fun deck for gameplay. You could probably make use of this for Magic as well, but I think gameplay would really be best for this one. It's a nice, affordable deck. These are only $12 on Penguin's website, so nice, easily achievable deck. This isn't one of those that's going to go for hundreds of dollars or anything like that. So a deck that really you should just get out and use, have some fun with. So that's it. I think great, fun deck, and especially one at a nice, affordable price point like that. So hope you enjoyed this look at Toucan from Penguin Magic. Make sure to subscribe for more deck reviews and unboxings, and let me know what else you want to see, and I'll see you for the next one.